Did you know that over 50% of professionals identify as introverts? And many think networking isn't for them. Networking can feel daunting, especially for introverts. But what if I told you that being an introvert is actually a strength when it comes to building meaningful professional relationships? Today, we'll explore how to follow up like a pro with networking tips tailored for introverts. First, let's debunk a common myth. Being an introvert doesn't mean being shy. Introverts often excel at deep thinking, careful decision making, and forming meaningful connections. These traits are invaluable to networking. In fact, many successful leaders are introverts who have harnessed these strengths to build strong professional relationships. If you're new to my content, you may find it surprising that I'm an introvert, even with all of these YouTube videos. I prefer interactions with a smaller group of people. However, I've invested time and effort to move from being shy to more outgoing, and that required a mindset shift. Instead of viewing networking as a transactional exchange, focus on building genuine relationships. Think long-term and prioritize giving before receiving. By offering value and support to others, you lay the foundation for trust and mutual respect, which are essential for lasting professional connections. The shift for me was to move away from tactics and just focus on curiosity and care. What are you curious about based on what you know of that person? Curiosity helps to make the relationship more authentic, as well as you're reaching out based on an actual interest for you versus just some tactic you heard from a video. It's unlikely that the relationship would spark in a 10-minute interaction at an event, but with curiosity and some caring follow-up, then the relationship can develop faster than you think. Here are some actionable follow-up strategies tailored for introverts. One is personalized follow-up messages. After meeting someone, send a thoughtful message referencing your conversation. To make it personalized, take some notes about some areas of the conversation. What did you speak about? What did they seem interested in? Could you do some research on those areas? Consider using ArcsT to add some value. Tip 2 is to leverage online networking. If the person is responsive, consider continuing the conversation like the person is in front of you, but also it allows you to connect at your own pace and comfort level. Be wary of perfectionism, as I know many folks want to send a perfect message. Do what you can in 5 minutes. After all, if they were actually in front of you, it would be a bit strange if they didn't respond right away. If they're less responsive, you can engage with them on posts and perhaps reference them as a way to spark their interaction. Tip 3 is to schedule one-on-one interactions. If the conversation is going well, you can arrange individual meetings like a virtual or a coffee chat. Synchronous connections deepen relationships without the overwhelm of large group settings. And if you can manage an in-person interaction, meeting someone live can deepen the relationship more than 10 times as much as just virtual interactions. And tip 4 is to schedule periodic check-ins. Oftentimes, folks are busy and may not reply. Then the interaction will fall off your radar. Put a calendar reminder for you to reconnect in 3 to 5 months, or whenever you have an update to share. Typically, 3 to 5 months is long enough for something significant to have happened. Otherwise, the update for them might be just same old, same old. Be sure to take some time to reflect on all your interactions and improve over time. Introverts are naturally inclined towards active listening, a crucial skill in networking. By truly hearing and understanding others, you make them feel valued, laying the groundwork for meaningful and productive relationships. Here's where you practice empathy. And empathy starts with awareness. What did they say? What did they mention? And what about those areas are you most curious about? To keep the conversation authentic, focus on the areas that you are most curious and interested in. And if you're not curious about anything, that's a different skill that you need to cultivate. When I started out my networking improvement journey, small talk conversations often had elements of the local sports teams, and I don't really follow sports. What was helpful was following my curiosity. I was curious why they were so interested in the sport. How did they get into that sport? What was their favorite memory for that sport? And within those stories, there are often areas of interest that I can dive into. Preparation can boost confidence. Before follow-up interactions, review your previous conversations and identify common interests. This groundwork enables you to engage more comfortably and effectively. While it might seem a bit robotic, it helps you train yourself to remember more about the other person. And remember that authenticity is key. Embrace your introverted nature and leverage your unique strengths. By being genuine, you'll attract like-minded professionals and build relationships based on trust and mutual respect. Networking doesn't have to be intimidating for introverts. By embracing your natural strengths, focusing on building genuine relationships, and following up thoughtfully, you can network like a pro. Remember, it's about quality, not quantity. So, take a deep breath, be yourself, and start building those meaningful connections today. What do you think about the suggestions in the video? Let me know what tips you recommend in the comments or if I missed anything. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on jobs, careers, and life. If you want to learn to be more confident as an introvert, click here. If imposter syndrome is holding you back, click here. Until next time, be focused and stay inspired.